Bus Simulator
21.
Next stop
is a simulator of only buses, but you can get even outside of the buses, almost like in GTA, but without shooting people and without doing anything.
Even without running over people, which...
Because this is a simulator, a friendly one. Caleb, do not try this game to make it into another GTA. This is a simulator. You should play it as one.
But it is a simulator not only of driving buses, but also managing a bus company, which means there are also economic factors, setting up the timetables, buying and selling buses. And Bus Simulator 21 has 30 different types of real-world buses from all of the big companies like Mercedes-Benz buses or Volvo buses. So you can get all your bus enthusiasm out in this game.
It's got even a story mode set in the fictional city of Angel Shores, and your job is to establish and build up a reputable bus company with a fleet of, as you said, up to 30 real-life buses to choose from.
And besides Angel Shores, which is set in the US, there's also one other map set in a coastal European city.
And the update Next Stop will give you it is free update, so you'll get it automatically. It's including some new mechanisms and sandbox mode, campaign mode, and some other things.
Putting all that together. Yeah. But the question is, should you bus it?
Should you ride it?
Yeah. Should you drive it?
Drive it, right? Yeah. Right.
Well, but first you should know that this packed content of bus simulating fun and management is going to be completely free from the Epic Games Store starting December 5th, 2024. If you add it to your Epic Games library during that time, it will be yours forever. And that's what we do on this channel. We play and review every weekly free game or simulator from the Epic Games Store, so you never have to waste your gaming time ever again.
And you said compact, fun game, so please tell us more. How did you like it, Caleb?
Anyone who watches this channel knows that I have problems with simulators, but...
Or simulators have problem with you. Because you're making reviews.
They haven't mentioned it, but maybe they're giving me the silent treatment. But I have to say, this one annoys me even more.
Why?
Because it seems that it's very realistic and detailed about all the boring things you can do with a bus. You can manually make change for people buying tickets. You can go around on the bus and check everyone's ticket.
You have to.
Yeah.
It's not optional.
Exactly, you have to.
You need to sell them ticket and give them change one by one.
Yeah. But you can't actually make any serious mistakes with it, but you can't do damage. You can't really wreck another car. If you hit a pedestrian, it just transports you back a few meters and asks you to try again. So, there are some things that could be kind of fun about pretending to drive a bus around a pretty, it's a pretty city. They're pretty. I'll give the graphics some credit. But you can't go off the track at all. You have to do exactly what it... Anyway, you get the idea. I don't find it fun. I think you have to be a huge enthusiast of buses and dream of owning a bus company to really get much enjoyment out of this game. And that's not me, and I think that's not most of our viewers. So no, you can skip this one. Michael?
So Caleb, if you take this as a real simulator and you play it as it should be, I can point out a really detailed indoor, and you can even get out of the seat at any time.
That's true.
It suddenly turns into third person. You can walk around. Sometimes you have to, if you see someone in wheelchair, you have to do a wheelchair ramp. You can even when the customers get into your bus, you can get out, check them for tickets. That's nice. And there's so many other details outside of the bus. I don't think it's that detailed. It is a little bit poorly optimized.
Yeah.
And there's not, as you mentioned, feeling of penalty much if you do something really, really wrong. But it's a nice way to get into the feeling what is it like to be a bus driver, because in the city you get to stations, you need to stop there, you need to look at the customers if they need anything, the weather changes. But comparing it, for example, to Euro Truck Simulator, it is much less enjoyable. All the things you can do in the cockpit, you can do just like looking at certain things and do it, or you have a menu, but none of these I found really, it's
Immersive?
It is immersive, but it's not easy to control all the brakes, all the different doors you have to open and everything. It is a little bit stressful. It is hard even to start an engine and move on.
Well, that might be very realistic for being a bus driver. Difficult to learn, a little bit stressful.
So unless you're a real bus driver and you know how to do everything, there is a tutorial, but I still found it a little bit stressful. So I still, as you, don't recommend this game, because I think there are better simulators out there.
Well, we hope that was useful. No judgment if this looks like a perfect game for you and you decide to play it. Let us know down in the comments what kind of experience you had, and tell us what we got wrong about the game.
And we got Farming Simulator from Epic Game Store, 2 of them. So watch the latest one. We're telling you all about it in there, and you might have it in your Epic library because it was free quite recently. If you don't,
then you definitely need to follow us, because we'll make sure you don't miss any games, no matter how simulatory they are. So stay tuned. We're going to have a lot of fun.
Hope to see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.